please give me a hand and help welcome Mr. Jim Cavale to the stage.
Thank you very much. Well, I got to tell you, I am excited to be here because whenever I'm around younger folks, I get energized and I feed off that. So if I start moving around and you can't hear me because the microphone isn't near me, bear with me. When Michael asked me to come and speak, I asked him a little bit about the audience, the group. And he explained this is the biggest Rotaract in the world. He explained that these are the future leaders of Birmingham between the ages of 21 and 35, which I can now say makes me, I think, the oldest person in the room at 36, which is rare. Usually I'm the youngest person in the room these days. So really what I want to talk about today is going to be a tie between what I think I would want to hear and maybe tell my younger self personally as well as professionally, because really they tie together very well. And if you think they don't, just look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was the best golfer in the world, right? But when his personal life ran amok with his professional career as a golfer, he lost it all. And so I think it's really important to think about your personal life and think about the bigger picture. So what I've learned is that life happens in seasons. And if you're in a season right now where there's a harvest and everything is going really well, whatever that means for you, that may mean the opportunities here from Rotaract to serve your community. It may mean you're making more money than you expected to at this point. It may mean you met somebody and you're in a relationship that you've always prayed for and wanted. Whatever that might be, just know that the harvest will soon turn back to farming. And you will have trials come your way. And that's just part of life. But when you're back there on the farm and you're farming, realize you're farming for the harvest. And these seasons go back and forth. I've just realized that every time I've really wanted something and it didn't happen, there was a reason for it. You may really, really, really want a job right now. And maybe you wanted it and you already found out you didn't get it. You might really want to have a relationship you're in go to the next level, but it's not going there, or you found out that it's not going to go there. See, that has continuously happened to me throughout my life. And what I've learned is the things I didn't ask to happen, the unfortunate times in my life, are the things that created perseverance, determination, character that's helped me through those things and helped me really see the bigger picture. Here's the formula I want to leave you with today so that you can really try hard as you leave here to connect your personal life with your profession, with your volunteer work, with everything you do. And so it really starts, your foundation, this bigger picture, with your why. And you hear that all the time, but all your why is, it's very simple. It's your reason for being. My why is that I want to make every person that comes into my life a better version of themselves. I want to do that through my work. I want to do that through my parenthood. I want to do that through my marriage. I want to do that through my church. Any opportunity God's brought to me, I want to help the people that I'm blessed with be the best versions of themselves. Next thing is your what. What are your goals? Your goals should be driven by your why. Goals are more tangible, right? Like I just said, I want to make every person around me better. Is that always true? Like, have I failed at that with certain people? Yes, I have. That's something I'm always going to be working to achieve the rest of my life. It's not very quantifiable, but my goals are, right? And so set goals that feed into your why. That's your what. Your why should drive your what. So for you, you have to write down what you want to see happen in each role you've been blessed with. And if you don't write it down, by the way, it's not a goal. It's a wish. And then the next is your how. And that's where everybody's stuck right now. That's the daily grind. And people usually go straight to how. They go straight to how because that's what gives them income to pay their bills and live the rat race life that we all live. But if you go straight to how and you miss your why and your what, you may live an insignificant life. And nobody here wants to do that. And then there is the two key performance indicators that either the world gives you, or I think if you're faith-based, which I feel it's okay to talk about because I heard a prayer at the beginning. It's a dangerous license to give me, but when I heard that, I'm going to go there. The other one is more of the faith philosophy KPI. The world's key performance indicator for this whole why, what, how formula is what's your net worth. That's how we keep score. What's your net worth? What's your assets minus your liabilities? That's what you're worth. You know what? Can't take it with you. The one that I go by is your who, your relationships. Your relationships define you. If I went over to your house on Christmas Eve and I saw you with your closest friends, family, I think I could really figure out what type of guy or gal you are. And I think you could do the same if you came over to my house. Your relationships are what you leave behind that has an imprint of you on them even after you're gone. So this is the formula, why, what, how, and then you can either choose how much or who is your KPI. And I think that for me, the biggest learning as I've tried to look at my life and value it based on my relationships has been the learnings of how to have empathy for other people. So empathy is the ability to look and understand and grasp at another person's perspective and take it into consideration and then be able to basically have compassion for them. Did you know this is one of the most giving cities in America? Did you know that in this city, there is more philanthropic dollars going into great causes than anywhere else in the country? And I'm talking per capita, but against some bigger cities, I'm talking we got them beat too. And so we have to wake up every day and connect our work, our life as a person outside of work, to the place that we live, to our community. And y'all are doing that. So as you live your life, think about how you can have empathy for other people and be intentional about finding people different than you. If every person in this room did it, just think of the math. If every person in this room found 8 people different than them and spent 8 days over the next 365 hearing their story, finding out what they're about, finding out why they believe what they believe. Just this room, imagine what you could do in this city. And so think about how to have empathy, but also think about not letting your identity get caught up in your work and how you can instead let your work complement who you are and provide more opportunities for relationships that you can leave a lasting impact on. Thank you.